Well, if you're looking to cozy up with a good read, look no further. A new bookstore in Bethlehem will fuel your imagination.
69 News reporter Sierra Janelle is live at Sorcery and Scripts with more. Sierra, good morning.
Giving me it's a rainy day vibe. I want to come inside. I want to sit down and find a good book, and I think there's a pretty good selection here. So we're going to learn a little bit more about the store. I'm joined with Shelby, who's the owner here. Shelby, good morning. Thanks for waking up early.
Thank you. Yeah. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you? Feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about where we are, everything that we need to know about this new store.
Sure, yeah. We're based at the corner of Main and Broad in downtown Bethlehem, so right next to Biddy and Bo's coffee shop. You grab a coffee, you come in.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're selling everything fantasy related, so fantasy books, sci-fi, fantasy board games, and Dungeons and Dragons, and we're also hosting events like blind date with a board game, where basically I hide the game and you guys kind of just sit down and play, and you just kind of have to you have to like kind of figure out if you like the game or not, but it kind of takes you out of
and if you like the person, right, too, playing the game.
You bring the people. I don't provide your actual date.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like we're in the area that kind of splits up the books. So you said we have sci-fi, we've got romance. You know, tell me a little bit more about what we're looking at here.
Sure, yeah. So for sci-fi books, there's a few like basically popular ones, like you have Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is actually like a comedy book. You have The Three-Body Problem, which it just came out on Netflix, I think, like a year or two ago. And then for romantasy, which is like my most popular section.
I'm sure.
We even have a romantasy book club once a month, where basically, you know, it's just everybody loves romance. So I know there's a few romance bookstores popping up, and I kind of wanted to take that and give it a twist by doing fantasy bookstore.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see the fantasy section behind us here too. We have young adult as well, so you got a really good variety here of different options for people.
Oh yeah, it's a section you don't think as multiple genres, but it's actually pretty vast. I actually most of the books I like to read are young adult, but you know, like I said, we have the romantasy book club and a multi-genre book club, so it's not just the romance, but there's the sci-fi, like a fantasy horror mix in there. So it's a mix of a lot of stuff, not just, you know, what you would think is like Lord of the Rings books. It's there's always new books coming out. I think next week I have like almost 10 books that are just brand new coming out on Tuesday. So it's
awesome. Well, Shelby, we have a lot more to talk about all morning long. Thanks for joining me, and you know, we're going to send it back to Eve, Hasiel, and Matt for right now. Guys, this is not just books. We have some other things we're going to look at too, so make sure you stay with us.
Okay. All right, looks cozy in there. Thank you.
Thank you, Sierra.
All right, good day to take that book outside.
Oh, yeah.
Little hammock action.
Hammock.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do.
Close your eyes and reading might be difficult.
Maybe pick one or the other.
But, you know, either.
Audible. You can do an audio
That's right.
book.
You can do an audio book.
Close your eyes.
That'll put you to bed.
Yeah.
Have you done that? The audio
Audible.
books?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Like that.
Because you can read one at one time and listen at another when you're walk, you know.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Interesting.
And it is counted like reading.
Okay.
It is counting.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I would count that.
Yeah,
I've never done that. Have you done that before?
Yes, but I have to be in the right mindset. Like sometimes I'll start an audio book on my way to work, and I'm like still waking up, and if it's the subject matter's deep, like parenting or something, I'm like, it's too much for the morning.
The last time I want to parent.
I gotta like focus
not
on
at home.
that later in the day. Yeah. So, but I have.
You have done it. Yeah.
And like Hasiel said, it's nice.
Yeah.
You're on the
it's
move.
a little change up.
Yeah.
Change up. I like that. Yeah.
Good morning, Even Hasia. Yes, well, you know what? This bookstore has the new book smell to it. If you were here, I think you would know what I mean. But I will say I found the best part, the snacks and the drinks. You can absolutely find me here. And you know what? The really cool thing about this bookstore is that it's not just books, it's also board games and snacks, of course, right? So Shelby's the owner here. She's going to tell us a little bit more about the board game side of the store. Shelby, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I definitely recommend coming to check out the board games. We even have demo games, which is free to play. You guys just kind of take a seat on one of the tables here, take one of our games and try them out. And that way, if you like them, you can buy one.
Yeah, I was going to say we have a whole row here, a whole wall of different board games. And I mean, this is unique for a bookstore, I feel like, at least for here. I mean, tell me a little bit, you know, about the idea of to have both books and board games in one setting.
Yeah, like I said, I wanted to do more fantasy theme, and board games are a big part of that, especially Dungeons and Dragons and any other role-playing tabletop games. So I definitely leaned hard into both areas. It's also it's both of my hobbies. So I love reading, and my husband and I, we love playing games with our friends. So it was kind of a no-brainer to just kind of mush them together, and it really works because you get couples in here. One you see split off to the books and the romantasy section, and one you see go over to the games and look at all the dice and stickers and the new D&D books. So it's kind of fun to talk about both to people and show my excitement for again, something I loved and used as a hobby, but now is my business and my livelihood.
Yeah, and it really sounds like, too, I mean, there's a lot of tables here, and it sounds like you said you host events where folks can actually come and they can play the board games here. Tell me a little bit about those.
Yeah, so we have a few board game events. So next month we're doing basically a board game of the month. So each month is a new board game that we're kind of spotlighting. We have one day where you can kind of come and we demo it out so you can learn how to play it, see if you like it, and that way it just kind of gets people interested in games they might not want to try and pick up just right away, but they can try it out and see what they like. And we have a family game day, so that's more towards families with kids, ages 2 to 12, 16. You're just trying to get people together and try out games and have fun in an easy, comfortable space.
Right. Hey, that's exactly what we like. Well, Shelby, thank you so much. For now, I'm going to send it back over to Eve, Hasiel, and Matt. I have to show you guys, though. Come on over here. We've got some candles here. We've got bookmarks. Shelby really set up this setting here so that you can have a good read. And, if you want to get a little bit competitive in the board game, you can do that, too.
Right. Love it.
All right.
What's going on? Thanks, Sarah.
Hi, Even Hassiel. Good morning. Yeah, we've had a really fun morning here. We looked at some of the fantasy and sci-fi and romantic, all the books over on that side. We've looked at some board games over on this side of the store. And now we're over here to the other side of the store where we're in the children's section. So we're going to go over to Shelby, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the store and all the background we need to know. Shelby, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, the shop is basically all fantasy themed. So we have fantasy books, board games, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and again, the children's section is themed fantasy. So you have your Percy Jackson books, even your the James and the Giant Peach, anything you would think you read as a kid, we have it here that expands the imagination of a kid, including kid games, which is more important because you're not just playing Monopoly. You're playing.
I see bugs and slugs behind you, crowning the unicorn. I mean, these are, of course, these are things we need to know. But I'm sure that the kids flock right over here, right? I mean, tell me about the feedback when, they see this section. It's all colorful. There's unicorns, all fun things.
Yeah, they definitely tend to go towards all the plushes, and the Pokemon balls are a big hit. They always want to know which Pokemon they got.
Yeah.
And then we have stickers and bookmarks for the kids. The parents usually like like to look at the books, especially like grandparents. They're trying to figure out like a good story time book to read to their grandchildren. So it's a lot of fun little stuff. And more.
Yeah, I see you've got, you have Harry Potter here, so this is for maybe the kids that are in like middle school, and then you've got How to Catch a Mermaid over here. So it really seems like you kind of are, it's for all ages, really, children, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I wanted a space dedicated for kids. You got your little golden books, and then you got your bigger novels. So it's anywhere from like 2 years old to like 12. Who's getting into reading. You just want to expand for literally anyone. Like ages 1 to 99 could shop here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And tell me a little bit about, you just opened early August, and tell me just how it's been for you so far. It's brand new. The store smells new. It's got that new book smell. You must be excited when you come in here every day.
Yeah, it's really nice. Again, I tried to make it like feel very cozy, fantasy vibes. So it's fun to talk about it with all the customers, especially when someone's just as excited and they're like, oh, I just found this place, or I was just walking by. So it was pretty cool. And you guys actually did an article for me that brought in a ton of business, so I was really thankful for that.
Good. Yeah, we definitely love to come over and take a look and highlight some new businesses here in Bethlehem. Well, Shelby, thank you so much for joining me all morning long.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for now, Eve, Hasiel, and Matt, I'm going to send it back to you guys. The shop opens today at noon, so that's throughout the week. And on the weekends, they open at 10 a.m., so definitely a cozy spot. You want to stop on by here.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Sierra.
You.